Okay. Okay, prove the admin user has sudo privileges. So here you can see that the admin has root privileges. Then the exit. And then let's see our confile. Here, the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. And prove the server is up to date. On package updates. So um updates. So we have only two packages that can be upgraded, but when I try upgrading them each time, they don't work. I think it's a problem. I don't think I'm the problem because I've tried it. Because so, yeah, this one, I think there's a file that I need to remove. But apart from that, they said it's not needed. But apart from that, every other the whole system is updated. Then how do man and info pages help Linux administrators? There's this thing I will say. You cannot know everything. And it's always easy to refer back to the manual. So it's very, very important because you can't have everything in your head. So man pages or info pages are very, very helpful. Those manual pages, it's really help you. They may be commands you may not know. Maybe like let's see, I don't know what cron is for. And then I just look it up. It's a daemon to execute scheduled commands. And then I look for the flags that I could use with it. So those are how um, manual pages can help us. Maybe I'm having a question on something and I don't understand. And then system D. Maybe I don't really understand system D. I can know how it is and know how to combine it with different commands. So that is how man pages, info pages helps Linux administrators. What are the two modes in VI editor? They are just two modes. What are the two modes? They are just only two modes. The first mode is we can just see everything that's really going on. Maybe you want to remove some things or you decide to move around. That's what the first mode is for. So that's the normal mode. It's the default mode and it's used for navigating commands. And the second mode is the insert mode. And then you tap I and then you see a cursor. You can do a lot of things. You can write so many things and then you can save it below. So that's the two mode. The first mode is the command mode. The second mode is the insert mode. So like I said, the command mode is the normal mode used for navigation. You can do simple things like delete a line, copy, paste, undo. Then the insert mode is used to type and edit text. You press the letter I for it. So do I prefer VI or Nano? Why? Honestly, I'm not really used to VI or Vim. Well, I'm used to Nano because basically they're the same thing. The terminal is all about text, but the one I've gotten used to is Nano. Nano is kind of like straightforward. I write something and then I do Control plus O and then it saves and Control X I exit. It's kind of like straightforward, but with VI, I have to insert and then I have to always check the cursor at the bottom. And then I press my W and I quit. So I'm kind of used to Nano. So Nano is it's not I think over time I would get used to VI, and I should explain why environment. Environment. I feel like environment and user variables are important. So they're important. One thing I've learned about Linux is I think in a few months I've used it is it's kind of like it kind of help you understand how software works. So example, environment and user variables. They're important because they allow these Linux applications to work correctly without hard coding settings. So environment variables are always available to the shell and any program starts. It tells program where to find files, command. Then user variables are created by a user in the current shell and usually are available only in that shell unless they are exported. So that is the environment and user variable. Another thing too is virtual environment. One thing I've really used a lot is virtual environment. So if I'm working on something new, I prefer using a virtual environment because when I install new dependency for a particular, let's say I'm using a new language or a tool and I install a new one, I don't want it to go and break maybe a service I'm already running. So those virtual environments helps me keep things in check and keep things balanced. So so I think this is virtual environments different from um, environments and user variables, but I think that's the idea. So user variables they are available only in that shell unless they're exported. Environment variables are available to the shell and any program it starts. Okay.